Hello my beautiful bastard, Uncle Butcher in the building with perhaps one of the best never-ending Seeker Mine setups in Season 2. If you didn't know, actually Hardwired set received a buff. Now we can reduce a loop to only 5 seconds. Yes, you heard me right my beautiful bastard. And that will allow us to pretty much proc with one animation non-stop Seeker Mines. And that means only one thing, barbecue chicken build. Welcome to the insanity. If you're here new, welcome to the family my brother. Hit the like, smash the sub, and let's start. Like I said, Hardwired set received a buff with Season 2. Now the loop is only 5 seconds instead of 10 if you will use backpack, and 5 seconds is extremely short window, man. Our Stinger Hive charge can be produced in 4 seconds, so you can use this build with Stinger Hive, but I would recommend you to use Deflector shield. Now we will have 2 damage skills in this build, and Deflector shield will allow you to move around more freely. You will not be stuck behind the cover. You can use cover, you can use your shield, you can move around the map, and Deflector shield will be really decent DPS source as well. But before we continue, quick from the sponsor Diving.net. If you don't have enough time or good teammates but you still want to have all the best items in your game, then Diving.net is site for you. They have absolutely amazing team on consoles. They will complete your orders super quick. If you will use my promo code RBD for RBD, you will receive 15% discount on absolutely all service. Amazing deal, especially right now. They have some crazy sales going on, so definitely check these guys out. And if you have any questions, don't hesitate. Drop your comment down below in comment section or contact the operator. But now let's get back to this setup. Like I said previously, Hardwired gear set received a buff, and actually now it's truly never-ending Seeker Mine build. Previously we had like 10-second window. With some skill haste mods we could reduce the cooldown maybe to 8-9 if you would use your Seeker Mines properly. You could maybe get your Seeker Mines within 5 seconds, 6. But now you can get those Seeker Mines pretty much instantly, especially if you will throw Seeker Mines a little bit further than enemies are. As you see right now on your screens, my Seeker Mines are still targeting enemies, but I have already next set pretty much ready to go. It's pretty much absolutely nasty build. In terms of my survivability, I'm using armor on kill attribute, but you could use gunner specialization to increase that as well. And most importantly, I have Vanguard talent, which will make our shield immune to damage for a couple seconds and will provide our teammates with bonus armor. For specialization though, my bastard, I would recommend you to use technician specialization, because it will give us 1 skill tier, additional skill damage, yada yada yada, disrupt grenades, artificial hive, things like that if you want. But gunner specialization as well will work really well in this setup, because you would get 10% armor back on kill. Survival specialization in team play technically would work decently. You have 5 grenades for crowd control purposes, and medkit would heal your teammates. For my guns though, I'm using Tsunami named shotgun with perfect pummel talent. This bad boy works really well with your skills, especially with Oxidizer, man. Tsunami is a gem with Oxidizer. If you love Oxidizer build, Tsunami is absolutely must have. Second weapon could be any weapon of your choice. For me, that's Saint Elmo's, because of shock bullets, baby. But you could use capacitor, you could gain additional skill damage, but again, you have to stack it, and I'm too lazy for that, and I'm too old. I don't have time for that. Come on, man. We need DPS output instantly. And since we are using Deflector shield, the best option is to use TDI named pistol with in-sync talent. Throw your Seeker Mines, use your pistol, and boom, baby. You have weapon damage buff and skill damage buff. But Tsunami, like I said, is really good with especially Oxidizer, but with skills in general, and it hits quite hard even with all yellow core attributes. Second weapon, St. Elmo's, although you could replace it maybe with Scorpio Shotgun or Capacitor. Capacitor would give you 7.5% additional weapon damage with each skill tier and 60% skill damage, so Capacitor is not a bad option, but for me it's like I have to stack it and I just want to run around like I'm showing you right now on your screens. I tried multiple combinations. Actually, I tried spotter combo with this setup, Pulse and Seeking Mines. Pulse actually can be pretty much a nice skill because with upgraded mask you have 100% I think skill haste to your scanner pulse, but still the most efficient way for me as turned out was to use shield. You can use Bulwark Shield, Deflector Shield or Stinger Hive, because you can get Stinger Hive charge back in just 4 seconds, but shield is absolutely dope because you need to use only animation to proc hardwired set. So you have 2 options, actually 3 options. Like I said, I tried this build with spotter and skill haste on my scanner pulse, but I came back to perfect Vanguard because that will make my deflector shield immune to damage, and actually it will block all incoming damage. That's really important because when Vanguard will be down, you can receive some damage to your balls and head, so just make sure you are using properly this talent. If you want maximum DPS, I would recommend you to use Glass Cannon and maybe China Light chest piece with Glass Cannon, or maybe Wyvern chest piece with Glass Cannon talent, and then maybe use Stinger Hive if you want maximum possible DPS. But again, there will be some trade-off for that playstyle. You will be stuck behind the cover, you will receive more incoming damage. That means that you have to replace armor on kill attributes for protection from elite attributes. So I mean, technically, yeah, you could deal more damage, but it's more risky build and maybe more rewarding, I guess. But trust me, Deflector Shield will make your life way easier with armor and kill attributes. Glass Cannon, as usual, will provide you with the best DPS output, but for new players, I would recommend you to try I'm tripping here, Vanguard talent with your Deflector Shield. Yeah, you could use Bulwark Shield and your shields would be extremely tanky with this build because each skill tier will boost your shield's health as well, and your shield would have a ton of health. For holster though, I'm using exotic holster, which is kind of forgotten and collecting dust in stash, and I thought in this build it works perfectly dope. You're gonna stack your exotic holster and one of your skills at maximum peak will receive 30% additional skill damage, and since we have 2 damage skills, that's perfect combo. And for skills, like I said, I'm using my Deflector Shield, Seeker Mines, and 4-piece hardwire set backpack is must have because now we have only 5-second cooldown or loop. Knee pads, gloves, mask, everywhere, skill damage. Bye!